On today's episode, I want to share with the entire audience the 7 steps to success that were given to me by my favorite author and pastor, John C. Maxwell. These principles have shaped my career, they've shaped the person that I am today, and hopefully you can get some value and you can apply at least 1 or 2 of these principles in your life and in your career. Let's get into it. Step 1. Make a commitment to grow daily. Whatever it is that you do, it doesn't matter what career you're in. It doesn't matter how busy you are. If you are a person that's just starting out or you are the most effective, busiest CEO under the sun. If you make a commitment to improve, even if it's 0.5% a day, every day, how far will you be in 2 to 3 years? If you dedicate 40 minutes of reading or listening to an audiobook that will teach you business skills, life skills, marriage skills, every day, 40 minutes only, whether it's on your commute to work or back or before you go to bed just to relax. 40 minutes a day will definitely solve most of your problems. Value the process more than the events. So, a wise man once said, the person that enjoys walking will walk further than the person looking forward to the destination. So sometimes it feels like one is taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. If you value the process, if you enjoy the hustle more than what the reward will bring you once you accomplish your goal, you'll go further. So don't be discouraged in a situation where you thought you'd be here, but 3 or 4 months later, you're not even halfway. As long as you're making constant progress, as long as you're enjoying the journey, learning from each and every stumble or fall, as long as you fall forward, you rise again, and you move towards the destination, you are doing just fine. Enjoy the process, enjoy the person you become once you make a mistake, because you don't start from zero, you obviously start with a little bit more experience in that specific situation. I love this. Value the process more than the event or the goal that you are trying to achieve. Number 3, don't wait for inspiration. So if you go and spend an entire day with yourself, paper, pen, just you and your thoughts, and you discover and you figure out what your true why is, then you don't need inspiration to get to your true why. You need discipline, and your true why will pull you towards the destination where you need to be. If you really know why you want to do something, that will be the only driver that you need, the only motivation and inspiration you need to get to your destination. Number 4, be willing to sacrifice pleasure for opportunity. Now, I've stopped drinking about 12 years ago, drinking alcohol. I don't consume any alcohol. And the reason for that is I sacrifice the pleasure of having fun, staying out with my friends, hanging out, just having a huge party for the opportunity for me to be fresh the next morning, for me to be sharp and alert. Now, I'm not saying don't party, don't hang out with your friends. What I'm saying is be very aware of the environment that you place yourself in. Is that environment for pleasure or is it for opportunity? If you know what your true why is, and your true why is pulling you towards that destination, then you'll pick up. For me, I was hanging out with very, very rough friends that love to party until 4 a.m. in the morning. That was a energy draining activity for me. It wasn't an energy giving activity. Therefore, I sacrificed that for the opportunity to grow within my career and my family. And it's gotten me a lot further than I thought it would if I'd stayed with the same crowd partying all night until early in the morning. Number 5, dream big. Now, if you reverse my life 32, 33 years ago, I'm about 5 years old, 6 years old. I'm growing up in a village in an Eastern European country where I'm shepherding sheep with my grandfather, with my uncle, and we're living a very simple lifestyle. But in my mind and in my parents' mind, they were big dreamers. They wanted to come to a country where it was actually possible to achieve your dreams through hard work, through creating an environment for yourself and for your team, for everybody to thrive and constantly be in a offensive attack, dream big, go hard mindset. That has fortunately brought me to the place where I am today, where I can dream even bigger. What else can we do? If that's possible, what else is possible? So I think dreaming big is very, very important. We are constantly told by the world that this is hard and that's impossible. I think, in my opinion, it's just impossible because you haven't done the necessary work to make it possible. So dreaming big, super important. Number 6, plan your priorities. Now, today's world is noisy. It's never been this noisy and never ever has it been this distracting. If you want to be successful in an area of your life, you need to plan at least 3 to 5 priorities to do absolutely no negotiation on my daily to-do list. If you don't, by 9-10 o'clock, you wouldn't have achieved anything because you will lose your attention to a couple of things, a news feed, an Instagram post, or whatever else it is. If you don't plan your priorities, if you do, you'll be hyper-focused, you'll give 100% attention to the things that really matter to help you hit your goal. Lastly, and I think for me, it's one of the most important points, give up to go up. So, for example, what do I have to give up in my daily nutrition in order for my energy to go up? What does that mean? If I'm feeling hungry-ish at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I've got a choice. I can have a chicken salad, or I can have a big fat burger with a piece of cake and a Coke. Now, if I give up the temporary pleasure and I eat for performance, my energy level at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock that afternoon looks completely different if I eat the chicken salad with maybe a water than if I eat that fattening burger with a nice juicy chocolate cake. I give up the temporary pleasure for the performance that goes up later. That's just in nutrition. In your life, there is lots of areas where you can give up stuff that means you'll go up later on. You know in your heart what's right and what's wrong. So sometimes being very strict and disciplined on what you give up will make you go up in a certain area tremendously. Now, if you guys enjoyed this episode, if you find this content relative and helpful, please hit the like button, also subscribe and ring the bell. Thank you very much and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.